1630 to 2020, tsunamis from multiple sources have impacted the Caribbean and adjacent regions, accounting for 7 to 10% of the world's tsunamis. Since 1842, almost 3,500 lives have been lost in our region due to the tsunami hazard. The Caribbean is one of the most seismically active regions, and the tsunami threat is compounded by our settlement pattern, which is concentrated on the coastline. The potential impact of tsunamis to life and development gains could be debilitating for many member states. Recent tsunamis worldwide confirm that when a tsunami arrives and communities are ready to respond, lives and livelihoods are saved. The UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development 2021 to 2030, led by UNESCO IOC, has defined critical targeted social outcomes, societal outcomes, including a safe ocean where life and livelihoods are protected from ocean-related hazards. This global challenge requires regional coordination and standardization of national and community tsunami preparedness initiatives. Administered by UNESCO IOC, Tsunami Ready is an international performance-based community recognition program. It was adapted from the US NOAA program and piloted through the Intergovernmental Coordination Group for the Tsunami and Other Coastal Hazards Warning System for the Caribbean and adjacent regions. Since 2011, with the support of the Caribbean Tsunami Information Center, member states, regional partners, and donors, UNESCO IOC has recognized 14 tsunami-ready communities within the Caribbean and adjacent regions. The program is now being implemented globally across the 3 other regional basins coordinated by UNESCO IOC. So what does Tsunami Ready mean? What does it entail? Tsunami Ready is comprised of various indicators that communities must fulfill in order to be recognized. It is a voluntary program. As it relates to mitigation, tsunami hazard zones must be designated and mapped for the various communities. Tsunami information must also be publicly displayed. Regarding the preparedness elements of the program, tsunami evacuation maps must be developed in collaboration with communities and local authorities. Public outreach materials must also be developed and/or disseminated, and public education activities are also to be convened annually. At least one tsunami-ready community exercise must be convened annually, and this could be combined in a multi-hazard approach. There must be an element of response, and as it relates to response, the tsunami hazard must be addressed in the community's emergency operations plan, and they must have the capacity to manage the emergency response during the tsunami hazard. And on your slide, you will see photos of emergency operations centers as well. Communities must possess at least 3 redundant and reliable means to receive and disseminate official tsunami alerts and warnings, and these must be available on a 24-hour basis. And you'll see the sirens, the bullhorns, and other types of equipment that can be used to manage the system. Capacity building in Tsunami Ready is paramount. After becoming Tsunami Ready, communities are required to apply for renewal every 3 to 4 years. Building resilience through the national and community level program. In every case of a renewal, communities have demonstrated significant strides in advancing their capacity. In addition to securing the program's resilience, this approach is also crucial for those member states who wish to implement Tsunami Ready community by community towards their Tsunami Ready recognition at the country level. A key goal of the Ocean Decade is to make 100% of communities at risk of tsunami prepared for and resilient by 2030. And this is to be done through the implementation of the Tsunami Ready program and other initiatives. In the Caribbean, we want to contribute greatly to achieving this goal. We have 1 new community scheduled to be Tsunami Ready and 2 communities to be renewed by the celebration of our World Tsunami Awareness Day on November 5th, which is very short time. Activities are ongoing for 6 new communities to be recognized in 2022, and there is space for more member states, donors, and partners to become part of the wave. Look for us and join us for the Tsunami Ready recognitions. As we observe the annual World Tsunami Awareness Day, it is important for us to understand that being tsunami ready does not mean that tsunamis will not happen. But what it does mean is that national and local authorities, responders, civil society, private sector, youth, women, elderly, and children will be prepared to respond appropriately should a tsunami threaten. Tsunami Ready supports the end-to-end warning system approach, which leaves no one behind.